Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chocolates, Chocolate Series Volume 6. Yes, we're going over more. There's a lot more left, like, actually, to Lady Liberty's love of chocolates.
Oh yes, I love chocolate so much now.
All right, so we are past the just ordinary chocolates. We're getting into like different types of chocolates and stuff, different and things like that, and chocolates things. So without wasting any more time, let's just get right into this. Okay, go worst to first, and we have a 2 of 10 here. Um, and it's starting off with glazed chocolate donut, TFS, the Flavor Smiths. Um, I got a Play-Doh burnt bakery with hints of chocolate. Like it's got some sort of chocolate in with that burnt, but it's like someone burned Play-Doh. It's pretty damn bad. Um, as unfortunately a lot of their bakeries are. What did you get on this one? Did you get two on this one as well?
I also got a two on this one. I said it's a dry, chalky, semi-chocolate Play-Doh, burnt. So burnt. Like I thought we had burnt the cotton. It tasted that bad. And we didn't. The cotton was fine.
Well, the cotton was that was a fresh wick, so yeah, it was not the cotton. That was bad. Okay, so yeah, 2 of 10 on that. Strongly disrecommend. It's not like the worst things. This isn't like vomit worthy, but it's close. It's not pleasurable. All right, so you had a 3, right? I'll let you go
Yes.
next then.
I got the cocoa from Flavor Jungle. I gave a three. It's dry, not really chocolatey, and I'm almost getting a minty back note from the off notes in it. I mean, I'm not sure if it's really minty or if my brain's playing tricks on me, but that's what I got.
I did give this a 4, but it's on the cusp. Um, because I think if you have it, you could use it. But the problem with it is I got a mild cocoa with a bit of an artificial background note. I mean, there are other cocos out there that don't have that background note. There's some really good cocos out there even. So would I grab this? If I didn't have to, I wouldn't. But if you have it, you could use it. So I gave it a 4 for that reason because you could use it. It's just you're gonna have to cover notes. And whenever you have to cover a note and or versus not, it's gonna get a worse rating. Yeah, so Cocoa from Flavor Jungle, not really all that great. And you're all done with threes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't lose place. S'mores Cupcake from SC from Wonder Flavors. Um, there's also a 4 for me. There's a graham note in there, a weak chocolate note, and some kind of sweet cream. Unfortunately, it's very muddled and a bit bland. It's very, very muddled. It doesn't taste like these the parts are separated. It tastes like they're kind of all one weird flavor, and it's not blended, it's more mushed together. What I'm assuming is a cupcake is kind of a residual off note in the bakery element off note, but it's not really truly cupcake. It's like giving props if they threw that cupcake in there just to cover the fact that it had a weird bakery off note. But it's a 4 of 10 for me. Could it be used for something? Maybe, but it's not something I'm going to grab for. So, yeah. What do you get for that one?
I also gave this one a four. I got super light on the chocolate. I didn't get any of the graham cracker. I kind of got a cake note. It was like a weird bakery cake note. And I didn't get any marshmallow at all. I got like a creaminess, but not an
Hmm.
actual marshmallow.
Yeah, weird sweet cream. It's an odd one. Not quite pulling off marshmallow. All right. So next, I still have in the fours. I have Boston cream pie V2 from Cat. I got a 4 on this one. Something chocolate and very unusual cream element. It might be useful for something Boston cream pie does not. I mean, the chocolate almost hits that thin chocolate vibe. It's that cream that really, really throws it off. It's not right. It's like, I don't want to say artificial. I want to say like You know how there's lots of different types of cream? This is just not the right cream. It's kind of tastes like more of a real cream, but like a real weird coffee creamer cream. And it doesn't quite fit in this for me. 4 of 10. What do you get for the Boston cream pie V2?
I gave this one a 5. I got a nice fluffy cake note with a smooth, thin chocolate, which is what a Boston cream pie should have, a nice like chocolate glazy thing. The pastry cream is there, but it could use some help. It's not quite thick enough of a cream.
It's kind of like the coffee creamer cream. It's weird.
I can see this one bending into something tasty if you
Maybe.
want to play with it.
Yeah. Although in this case, for me personally, I'd probably just go a different direction or build my own. Although the chocolate note is almost there. I will admit it has that little bit of that bright chocolate note in there. Okay. I'm done with fours. Do you have any more?
Yeah, the cream and cookies from Flavorah, I gave a 4. Not getting a lot of cookie, and the cream is off. It's almost butyric. I'm not really a huge fan of Flavorah creams, so I wasn't really big on this one. Yeah.
All right. Is that your last four too, by the way?
Yeah, that's my last 4.
Perfect transition then. So I gave this a 5, but it's cream and cookies Flavora has a unique chocolatey cocoa flavor. Has that Oreo, the Oreo. I love that part about it. So that part, it's not like really strong. It's a little lacking in texture of the cookie, but does have that kind of specific chocolate cocoa flavor of an Oreo. The cream is there, but very overshadowed, needs building on. It's not, it's kind of a blah cream in there. It's not really, I wouldn't say cream filling. It's more just like, it tastes a lot like Flavorah cream. It's just kind of that generic cream flavor. So I think you might be able to do something with the cookie texture itself. I think we'll be getting into that shortly anyway. But yeah. So I did give it a 5 of 10 because it's not horrible and it does have at least one part of the thing that's hard to get. So 5 of 10 on that one. Let's see. We're in the fives now. So I have O's cookie 1-on-1. There's little to no cookie element here. The cream is decent, like the filling of an Oreo, but still not perfect. It's the cream part was okay. So it's kind of like almost the polar opposite of the Flavorah. Now, will they work together? I don't know, but it is almost the polar opposite.
I think it'll work better with one that we'll be going over in a few minutes
Mhm.
myself, but I also gave this one a 5. The cream is really nice, but missing the cookie. Like
Yep,
it's almost the perfect Oreo cream filling, just it's missing the actual cookie.
exactly. It's like, okay, well, got the O part of the cookie. Where's the rest? Where's the cookie? So yeah,
I mean, it does only say O's.
it does, but no, it's supposed to be. And just there's like for I can't really pull a cookie out of that the cookie element, especially a chocolate cookie. So I also have cocoa from FA. I got as a 5 of 10. Weak bland cocoa chocolate, not full on cocoa. It's like real. It's not a full cocoa. It's got a little bit of a cocoa element there with the chocolate, which really throws it off because you're gonna call it cocoa, make it freaking cocoa. That bugs me. And it's weak, but it doesn't have the off notes like the other cocoa we went over. So, and don't have anything that got cover up at least.
I actually gave this one a 6. I got a dry, semi-sweet chocolate. To me, it tastes like a nice dry cocoa powder, like unsweetened cocoa powder, but I think this one would work
It's usable, 5 of 10.
really well.
Just not cocoa enough for me to call cocoa. It might have got 6 if I just it just been like cocoa chocolate or chocolate cocoa. Yeah, I'm a stickler for that. If you're gonna name it right, or for that, and it'll be different when we do the rankings because this could rank differently in a different category, maybe, but we'll see. All right, so The last five for me is chocolate tobacco flavor West. And I'll go over the reasons why quickly after I say this. It's a grassy, leafy taste with a mild chocolate, with mild dark chocolate notes. The problem with it is that grassy, leafy does not scream tobacco for me, and I know that that probably made her happy, but for me, it doesn't scream tobacco. It just screams lawn clippings, And I'm sorry, and it's like dry lawn clippings, like a leaf, like a dry leaf, like maple leaf or whatever, just not with maple flavor, but the actual leaves. It's kind of that kind of taste. So it does lead into it. You could build off it, but it's definitely not like real tobacco-y. The chocolate on it, I actually kind of like the way they blended that in though. But yeah, 5 of 10 for that reason. It just doesn't scream tobacco.
I also gave this one a 5. It's a very dry chocolate and
Mhm.
a grassy, leafy tobacco. I'll say tobacco because it's supposed to be a tobacco, but fortunately, it didn't taste like tobacco to me, really. Just like you took some dry chocolate, just poured it on some grass in a bowl. Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, I could see uses for it. 5 of 10. There might be ways of working it into something. Uh, there might even be a reason for that dry, leafy, grassy taste. You might want that. I don't know what for, but could be. We already did cream and cookies Flavorah, so I'm out of fives. Do you have any fives left?
Nope.
All right. 6 of 10s here. Got cookies and cream from Flavor West. Chocolate in the cookie isn't perfect in that distinct Oreo vibe, but it is a definitely a chocolate cookie element. And it's a decent chocolate cookie, and there's mild amount of cream filling to it. It's not like this doesn't have the cream filling like the other one did. I wish it had that, and I agree with. I think this is the one she was talking about. I bet you. Um, the filling's a little lacking in this one. It's like you have a really thin one, or you already ate the filling off it and put it back together, and it doesn't quite hit Oreo vibe. It definitely does hit a type of chocolate cookie vibe for me.
So I also gave this one a 6. I got a thin chocolate wafer type of cookie vibe and a good sweet cream. I mean, I could taste the sweet cream. It's not quite thick enough for an like cookies and cream thing, but this is the one I was talking about. If you mix this one with the O's one-on-one, I think you're going to have a pretty spot on Oreo.
I could see that because well, I don't know if you'd have a spot on Oreo. You'll have a spot on chocolate cream filled cookie because it is lacking
Maybe a
that.
generic Oreo.
Yeah, yeah. The very lacking that distinct Oreo like taste, which is ironically in the third one, but the third one has so many off notes. I don't know if you could build off it
Yeah.
properly. Um, I would agree with you though. With the extra filling, I think it would taste good. Um, and then there's just one left. I gave it a 7 of 10 for Rock and Road Flavora. I got a darker milk chocolate cream with a sweetness and texture of a marshmallow there. This definitely like gives you that Rocky Road marshmallow vibe to it to a lower level. A good building starting block for if you're in a pinch, you could actually single flavor this. I've done it when I
Mhm.
first got it.
So I also gave this one a 7. I got a thin chocolate ice cream with a hint of marshmallow. I have actually mixed this one up a little bit and I added some ice cream dark chocolate and some marshmallow raw VSO, and it was pretty good. I think instead of the ice cream dark chocolate, because that's also a little thin, if you added some like of the vanilla gelato Italian from Wonder Flavor, that this could be like almost, almost perfect.
Yeah, when it came out, I made a flavor pack and I mixed this with some others, including I think the ice cream dark chocolate. I think at the same time, it
Mhm.
can turned out really good. It's
Yeah.
tasty. This is a good building block, and it does. You can't tasting this, you do get Rocky Road vibes. Just you do,
Yep.
which it's not perfect, but it's not bad. So that would round off this episode. Episode 6 of the chocolate series is volume 6 is finished. There are many more to come.
Okay. Before we end this though, I do want to make a note that the cocoa, I looked at it from the perspective of a cocoa is a very dry, bitter,
Mhm.
unsweetened. It's not hot chocolate, it's cocoa. So it's like
Yeah,
baking chocolate. So I think the FA is actually pretty spot on to what it's supposed to taste like. Like if you took a spoon of cocoa powder and ate it, that's kind of what that's gonna taste like.
I just don't get enough in the cocoa. It's a little more on the chocolatey side and a little bit weaker than others that we have out there. Knowing where this sits with others, I can't go much higher.
Yeah, but that's
But
why I gave it a 6 and not a
but yeah,
lower
both
score.
of these are the dry cocoa versions. I get that from both of them. I didn't put that in there, but that's because that's what cocoa is. It's a drier, more bitter like chocolate. Not quite dark chocolate, but similar. Um, all right. So volume 6 is finished. We'll see you guys next week. Actually, next week. It'll be in 2 weeks. We'll be back with the chocolate series because next week we have some new releases to go over. So
Hint, hint, we're gonna test those medicine flowers.
hint, hint. We're also going to test the 3 new SSAs. So
I
yeah,
wasn't gonna give that part away.
yeah, it's going to be up anyway. I'm putting it up at the end of the show. So there you go. Yeah, have fun, keep mixing. Eventually, we get through all this chocolate things. There's going to be some nuggets here for you to find that perfect chocolate. In the end, when we list them according to their flavor, not according to name, because names are very deceiving. You get a lot of translation issues. Some people just go with their original thoughts, and they don't change them. Strawberry guava. Um,
Yeah, Frank. Should be guava strawberry.
But sometimes they just aren't what they seem, but it doesn't mean a bad flavor. It might be good in a different category. But if you're going to buy something, you see a name, you're going to think it's going to be the name. That's what this whole series is supposed to do, sort that out for you so you don't have to. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.